Hi, this is the final match of Week 8. That's right, after this match, we're down to the final week of the regular season. On the player side, we have the Boo Boo Klefkis. On opponents, we have the Sawk Tuahs. Both these trainers sitting at 4 and 3. The Boo Boo Klefkis most recently defeated me. Rotom Frost was a real problem for me. My Volcarona missed a Heat Wave on it early, and that was my only way of dealing with it. The rest of my team was weak to electric. The rest of my team was pretty weak to electric and ice, and that just kind of snowballed out of control. I don't think I played that game particularly well. In Sawk Tuah, who did they play last week? All right, gonna use my giant brain to try to figure this out. Oh, it was, I think it was the, Take 2 Tyrantars. The common Genesect and Metagross are just mons that are hit so hard that are so hard to switch into. I legit thought that, what was it? Mesprit had hidden, got Flamethrower. It doesn't, so Genesect was just able to run amok and just kind of put up crazy numbers. I will say that I do know who wins this match, and because I got spoiled, and you want to take a wild guess who spoiled the match for me? That's right, it's Reed again. His favorite activity is spoiling matches. It's great. Thanks, Reed. Anyways, that doesn't mean there's nothing important to watch. I do think Incineroar is in a really good spot here. You know, having fire and dark coverage for Metagross obviously hits it for super effectively. And once the Mega Metagross is out, the Intimidate will actually do something. Fire will one-shot, any fire move will one-shot Genesect. Intimidate's good against, also the Mimikyu and the Dragonite. Knockoff is a good way of just breaking the sub in the multi-scale, while doing something productive, removing an item. Dark threatens the Raichu. Just the Gastrodon is the only thing that's got to be really worried about it. Let's see. And for the opponent side, I think, let's see. Gastrodon is gonna be is your only way to really deal with the Incineroar. So I think that's gonna be a very important mon. You have to make sure it's not in a position to get threatened by a Moongus. You gotta find a way to squeeze value of this mon, because it does pretty well against most of these other mons. It's immune to electric, so and it can earth power Electabuzz. It has Ice Beam for Zygarde. Lanoon's kind of a bad mon, and Gardevoir is a fairly neutral matchup. So my thinking is that if you're going to lead something, if you want to lead Gastrodon, I would want to lead it with something that can threaten to one-shot the Amoonguss. I don't know if any of these mons can do that. I know Raichu has super effective stab, but Raichu's not that strong, and Amoonguss is meant to be stupid bulky. So I just have ways to potentially deal with Amoonguss as your lead is something I would want to do if you're going to lead with Gastrodon. If not, maybe just lead with Mega Metagross. It's immune to Intimidate. You can I'd also want to lead mons that could protect the stall fake out. So maybe Metagross and oh, you can do Metagross Gastrodon, I guess. Yeah, because Metagross can psychic move the Amoonguss. And I don't mind leading Incineroar here. I kind of like Incineroar Amoonguss. It kind of covers a lot here. The Amoonguss covers the Gastrodon, and Incineroar covers basically everything else. But let's get this match started. Oh my gosh, we have Wheelie mapped into Mimikyu. Let's see. We do have the two Pikachus that are not Pikachu as the lead. Let's see. This is not a great spot, I would say, for the Sawk Tuahs. At least Mimikyu's immune to Fake Out. That is definitely a plus here. So the protecting into Raichu, like protect Raichu and attack with Mimikyu is like a fairly safe thing to do, and you can like try to fairy move the attempt to fairy move the side guard. That could be a bit too predictable though. That could definitely be a thing that happens. That could be a potential problem here. But I do look protecting Raichu. I think is like pretty free here. I think I would just do the obvious play, protect Raichu, play rough the side guard. It's definitely a play that could be exploited. With a double into Mimikyu just to, but I think, or like a protect with side guard, but I think it's a worthwhile thing to do. Or you can just like double. I also wouldn't mind just double protect this turn. In this Incineroar, I don't mind protect. I don't mind knocking off the Raichu. I don't mind knocking off the Raichu. If you just have a way to make sure that the side guard does not get. If you have just a way to prevent the side guard from just taking too much damage from the player up, anything is fine by me. Maybe even setting in like a Mungus or something would be kind of decent to eat the player off. Oh my god. Oh, I did not realize that the Raichu is slower than Zygarde naturally. That's a pretty big deal. And yeah, with how frail this silly little Raichu is, that is definitely gonna KO. I mean, that fake out did 28%. That's kind of pathetic. Jeez, this one's pathetic. And that does break the disguise here. Okay, we get a Will-O-Wisp off of the Zygarde. That's a good play here. We have seen Sash on Zygarde before, so that it also breaks Sash and just severely limits the damage output. And sometimes making a mon not be able to do damage is actually better than KOing it, because then it becomes a sitting duck, and then you can like start bullying the other mons. So I think now, let's see, you can get Gastrodon's good at, can come in to threaten the Incineroar. I think that's all. The other mons are kind of not great in Incineroar. Dragonite isn't terrible, but I don't want the thing to get Brock, so I guess it has to be Gastrodon, and you just have to find a way to start getting ready to prepare for a Mungus. Okay, we got the Gastrodon here. Remember, it also gets Ice Beam, so it can threaten to do a lot of damage to either of these mons. I think I prefer Earth Powering Incineroar here and play rough Earth Powering Incineroar here. It does decent damage to the Mungus, which is why I prefer that. I think going for a water type attack is just like strictly worse in this scenario. And then you can like, you try to play off the side guard, or you can like try to double one of these slots. Incineroar is probably, we've seen a lot of Assault Vest Incineroar, so I wouldn't be surprised seeing that. So maybe like, if you really want to try to call it up, you can't really do that though, because then you're taking some decent damage from the 1,000 arrows, even if it's burned with the Metagross. I'm like, oh yeah, you can try to beat the the parting shot with wait, if there's no parting shot with the Assault Vest, but I'd probably just double the Incineroar slot, expecting it to be Assault Vest with something like Earth Power Play Rough is probably my best call here. Or if you have something more productive to do with the Mimikyu, then I don't mind that either. In this Incineroar, I would probably just like U-turn the Mimikyu slot here just to break it. And if like the Gastrodon is the only one that attacks, like that's not the worst deal in the world. And then like try to start pivoting in this Zygarde can just, it's burned already, so I don't really care about protecting too much. I'll just keep clicking 1,000 arrows. Yeah, like I said, I said this earlier, but I do think Earth Power is just like strictly better here. Just better against the Electabuzz, does better against the Mungus, same against the Gardevoir, same against the Linoone. I did say that I would just keep clicking buttons with the Zygarde, but I don't mind protecting here either. Just because it is a pretty good call out to make here. Just to, you did get the call out right, so I'm never going to be like complaining about that. And you did just kind of like a half measure where like, When you're turning against the Mimikyu is a bit greedier. That's probably the mon more likely to protect here. But you do get a far more reward off of it, just to break that thing. But you put yourself in a really good position here. The side guard is open to getting attacked, but Amoonguss is in a spot where the you're referred to as in deep poop, because you have no spore immunities unless you have safety goggles or something, or the Gastrodon is just trying to get one shot. I think I'd rather spore the Gastrodon though. I think the cover switch. I think sleepingness is still impactful enough where if it connects, you're still fine with it, and if anything switches, obviously the spore would be so much better. And the side guard, I don't know. You can dude, I wouldn't even mind just sending the Amoonguss back, the Incineroar back out, just get more intimidates off, because that also covers most of the switches pretty well. Yep. Only at half attack now. And the Spore does get hit into the Gastrodon here. This was the exact play I called for. And that play rock is looking kind of pathetic. Do know it's Life Orb, but now I would just probably, I don't even think it's worth faking out the Gastrodon at this point. Yeah, I would just probably knock off Spore, knock off the Mimikyu to get rid of its item and break the skies and just Spore the other slot again. And I don't know. This is a rough spot to be in. I probably want to get this. I mean, if the knockoff's happening, what you can really switch into? The Genesect isn't terrible, but you're also you risk getting Flare Blitz that turn and just crying. You don't want to get. Well, this is not a good spot. Is my conclusion here. If you are the Tuahs, and I'm not really sure what the play is here. We're gonna get the Genesect here. The attack boost. 57? 53, dang. Oh, we're trading sleepiness. But yeah, decides to go for the Giga Drain here. Gets the call correct. I don't think it was necessary to go for that call, but if you're confident getting that call right, then more power to you. You're up 6-4 now. Amoonguss is a little sleepy here. But the good thing about Amoonguss is that it's already incentivized to switch out because of a generator. Another bad... Yeah, now you're kind of out of ways to deal with the what's it called? With Incineroar here, which is very concerning here. I probably am gonna switch this Incineroar back out immediately just to try to keep the Intimidate train going. Probably maybe even a double switch here, especially against. You don't even have. I don't want to get hit by a strong move here and have the Incineroar being whittled down enough. I don't mind sending this Linoone in or the Zygarde in or even both, just so you can have a clean switch in later. I don't know how much this Linoone is gonna do, and the Zygarde that's already burns. I don't care if something bad happens to it, but I also wouldn't mind just Flare Blitzing here. Flare Blitz definitely threatens to do big damage. And maybe you don't even need to do all that switching stuff, and you're just saying, I can just keep on trading here, which is definitely a possibility. Oof! Oof, oof, oof. Bye-bye, Zygarde. That Zygarde got a super sacked. Okay. So the Incineroar was able to get a Flare Blitz off and still live. And you're up 3-5, so you're in a very comfortable spot. So, yeah. You just have to, the Metagross is concerning me a little bit now. It's kind of why I wanted this. Nah, I think I would want to get the Intimidate on that. I want to preserve this Incineroar and get an Intimidate off on this. I think that's I think just not getting intimidated on. This is like a way you can potentially lose this game. This Gardevoir is in a pretty terrible spot here. Let's see. I'd probably just switch in the Amoonguss here. The Psychic Move's not gonna go into the Amoonguss and then Incineroar slot because it's immune to it. Mimikyu's probably gonna play rough. If anything, is gonna play rough maybe there, and that's a resist. So that sounds like a pretty good thing to do. And then you can get the Regenerator, get your health. I mean, you're at full. You can and I'd protect with Gardevoir. And then you can kind of just do whatever you want. I don't know what the Gardevoir moveset is, but like maybe just try to Spore, maybe just try to mash Rage Powder and just try to whittle things down. But I do think this Incineroar. Yeah. Let's see. This was a very passive turn on both sides. The protect on the Metagross is very surprising to me. I felt like the Metagross was in a really safe spot here. But at least click a Steel move into the Gardevoir. I felt that was very safe. If you click the Steel move into the Gardevoir, you're faster here. It would definitely OHKO. The only risk would be like if Play Rough misses, and now you are open to now you can't protect again this turn. Judging by something like this maybe just be like follow me spam, or maybe you're trying to set like Electro Web just to have him on, just to start to outspeed stuff. But like, yeah, this Electabuzz is gonna be super annoying now. Yeah, the follow me has higher priority than Oh, that's a big para. That para might have just been like the only real. Oh my gosh, that was kind of a disaster of a turn. And that means that this Electabuzz has gone the same amount of static paralysis as that I can think of than in this season that my Volcarona has in the 4 seasons I drafted it. So just noticing something out here. Same percentage, by the way. Something I'm noticing. But yeah. Because of the paralysis, I would just keep mashing Shadow Ball and follow me into the Metagross. I don't care about this Mimikyu. That mon don't scare me. Oh, but that's another static. Okay. Oh, that's a full para. Okay. I'm kind of surprised we Shadow Balled the Mimikyu here. I guess maybe the thinking is that just the since it's paralyzed, I can Incineroar will be faster in it now. But either way, I think you put yourself in a very commanding position here, where you can just keep on clicking follow me stuff until the game's over. Oh, we go for an Earthquake. That is a very smart Earthquake here. I was just gonna say that like maybe Hyper Voice was a bit better here, just to get some spread damage. Wear off the multi-scale. Oh yeah, that's definitely. I don't think it's gonna be enough here. Now that the Metagross has protected, you can send in Incineroar. You get the Intimidate on both these mons. Oh, does Fake Out have higher priority than Extreme Speed? I don't remember, but you can like Fake Out Shadow Ball here. Yeah. Oh dang. I guess I don't know what has higher priority, Fake Out or Extreme Speed. I think my instincts want to say Fake Out's +3 and Extreme Speed's +2. If that's the case, Protect Fake Out was not really a turn I wanted to see then, if Fake Out has higher priority. But maybe I'm wrong on that. Let's see the let's see what we just gotta protect here. So now the Gardevoir is open to a potential Bullet Punch here. You're honestly open to a potential double KO here. This is not really a turn. That was a particular. What? Why are we? Why are you protecting? You have a potential double KO here. No, don't do that. You could have prevented. Oh, this is Gardevoir could have been dead, man. Surely a +1 bullet punch still does like 50. What is it? Yeah, 50. Gardevoir's defense is like -8. Well, yeah, you took a decent amount of damage. I'd probably send in the Lunoon here. I think Lunoon's best here, just on the basis that as priority. It's probably the hardest hitting mon. I don't want to like get priority. I mean, you can say actually. Yeah, I think Lunoon's a bit better here. I think Amoonguss last is better because I don't think. I guess you could just. It's about the extreme speed stuff. I don't know about Follow Me versus extreme speed. I think Follow Me's higher. I mean, Rage Powder's higher. If Rage Powder's higher, then you just Rage Powder Hyper Voice. And it looks like it is. And that takes care of Metagross, so that will be game here. Alright, so that makes the oh my goodness. On the Boo Boo Klefkis, 5 and 4, and I believe that puts the no, 5 and 3. Which means that they have a real shot at getting 2 seed on the final weeks. And that puts the Sawk Tuahs at 4 and 4. The Sawk Tuahs play. I don't remember. Do they play the Ore Maxers? Is that who it is? I know the Boo Boo Klefkis play. Oh my gosh, I just forgot. I forgot both. Oh my gosh. Okay, never mind. Oh, they play Intimidation Tactics, so definitely a split. Oh, the Intimidation Tactics are just playing for spoilers at that point, but that's gonna do it for me. A lot of big matches next week. A lot of people are winning in or lose or go home, so can't wait to see you guys for that, where I cry if I lose. All right, bye.